everybody and welcome back to the Swish Family Robertson. I am so excited to share today's video with you. We have got 14 days to the day today before we go to Disney World, Florida, and I am so excited, as is my whole family. And it's that time of the holiday planning where I start to think about exactly what it is we're going to be packing and getting the suitcases out of the loft and all that good stuff. But I thought I would share with you today a video of some of the essential things you can take with you to Disney World. Now, I literally have been like Monica from Friends about this trip. I have planned and gone through blogs and Facebook groups and you name it to find out everything we're going to need for this holiday, because it's been a long time in the planning and a long time in the saving. So we want to have the best possible holiday. So I've made a list of about 25-ish things that are, I think, essential to be taking with us to Disney World. But before I go into all that, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe down below, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a post. And having that said that, let's get into it. Right, so one of the most important things you can take with you to Disney World, as far as I'm concerned, because I'm like Monica, is your plans. Now, we have all our plans set out in this binder, and we've got everything in here. I'm taking it with us. It's got copies of our ESTAs, it's got our tickets, all our booking confirmations, our plans, printouts from the My Disney World app, for what My Disney Experience app, sorry, for what we're going to be doing on every day, and a lot of other additional information which I find is going to be really, which I think is going to be really handy for us. I've also gone ahead, now I can't actually show the front to you, but I've also gone ahead and made a colour photocopy that I got my solicitor to do a certified copy of. Now, I work at a solicitor's firm, so it's easy for me, but I have got a certified copy made here and laminated of my passport, because I don't really want to be taking my passport with me into Disney World, into the parks, because if I lose it, I'm in a lot of trouble. Now, I know that on the Disney World website, it did say that one of the things you should bring with you to show as ID if you want to buy alcohol is a photo ID of yourself. Now, as I don't want to be carrying around my passport, I have found out that if I have a copy of my passport, that is more than sufficient. I've gone one step further because, like I said, I'm like Monica, and I've had my copies certified and I have had them laminated so that I can take them with me into the parks in my bum bag. I know, right? Bum bag. Horrible thought, but I am wearing a bum bag in Disney World, and that way I won't have any trouble if I want to buy myself a lovely mojito. The next thing we're going to be taking with us into Disney World are some snacks. Now, I still have quite a bit of shopping to do to take with us, but my daughter, being dairy free, is in love with these naked bars, so we're taking some of these with us. I'm going to be taking some other cereal type bars and things like that with us, but these are always good to have on hand for hungry children, hungry parents, and because we'll be leaving quite early in the morning to go to the bus stop to get into the parks for rope drop, I thought it was a good idea to have something like that, that we can just have a cup of coffee, snack on that before we go into the parks, go to rope drop, early rides, and then have a mid-morning breakfast. Another thing we will be taking with us is that if we want something slightly more substantial than one of those, breakfast bars, I'm going to be taking with us some of those instant oats that we can just use the hot water from the facilities in the hotel room to make up some oats with, just to have for breakfast. So I've bought some of these IKEA bowls and spoons to take with us so we can have some cereal in the morning, or we can have some instant oats. I know I did consider taking some muesli with us, and I know that at the hotel lobby there is a small shop where you can buy things like milk, so we might consider that as well. Another thing, because we are tea drinkers, well, hubby and my mother-in-law are tea drinkers, I am definitely a coffee girl. I'm taking some tea bags with us because I believe that that is not a standard thing that comes with Disney rooms. So if you are a definite British tea drinker, then I would suggest taking your own tea bags. Or if you like something herbal in the morning instead of a coffee, that's your best bet, is to take your own. Right. We will be doing some laundry while we're over there. I'm planning on taking a week's worth of clothing for all of us, probably maybe a week and a half's worth of clothing, and things will need to be washed. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking with me this pop-up laundry bag that I got from Poundland, and I will be taking that with us just to be putting our dirty clothes in the hotel room. I'm also taking some liquid laundry tabs and some colour catchers so that while we're in the pool, the laundry facilities are close by the pool. I can just put on the laundry, head back to the pool and come back when the laundry is done, and then carry it back to the hotel room in the laundry hamper. So that'll make things much easier for us. As you can see, I've written a list. Another thing we're packing in our hand luggage is gum. Now, I struggle a bit with my ears when I fly because of the pressure, and I know that that is not something that we can buy at Disney, because I think there's nowhere in Disney where you can actually buy gum, and I know that I'm gonna struggle a bit with my ears, and as does my daughter. So I'm going to take gum with me for the trip there and the trip back. So bear that in mind, just to get a couple of packs of gum and put that in your hand luggage. Right. I'm a planner, as you know, and I have heard that there is something called Disney rash. Now, basically, it's kind of like a really bit of a nasty heat rash that you can get, and it comes, I think golfers get it, and it comes from having it being too hot and you doing too much activity. Now, I've heard the best thing for that is some antihistamines and some antihistamine cream that you can just rub on the area. So we're taking with us just some plain old antihistamine tablets and some Germaline antihistamine cream. I need to buy some more of this. We really like Germaline because it's an antiseptic cream, but it also has anesthetic properties, so it does numb some of the irritation and the pain. So I need to get some more of that to take with us, but definitely going to have that on hand. Some of the other items that I will be taking with us are painkillers like ibuprofen and children's pain medication, especially these Calpol 6+ sachets. Now, these sachets I think will come in really handy because, you know, if you want to take this in your hand luggage, etc., you're going to have some trouble taking it through the airport. So these sachets are definitely allowable. But also I thought to myself, if I take a couple of these inside my bag when we go into the parks, at least we've got some painkiller. If there's any headaches or anything like that, I've got it on hand. I don't have to worry about those pipettes or anything like that, so I've got those ready. Right. Oh, yes. Because mosquitoes love me. I don't know what it is. I must be sweet, or maybe I'm sour. I don't know, but they seem to love me. So I have bought some mosquito spray. We will be doing one evening where we are going to watch the outdoor movies at our hotel resort. So I just thought to myself, I'll have some of that on hand, and I'll just spray my daughter and I before we go and watch the movies, and then at least we won't get eaten alive or carried away by the mosquitoes. Right, let's see. Yes, it's going to be hot, people. It's going to be really hot. Apparently, they say that this time of the year in Florida is like being wrapped in tin foil and olive oil. Sorry, wrapped in olive oil, then tin foil, and stuck into the sun to bake. Now, I hope that is not as hot as it's really going to be, but to that end, I have been prepared. I've got us some of this Hydro Mist. I got this from Home Bargains, as well as the insect repellent. I've got these both at Home Bargains, and this stuff is really quite cooling. It's just a mist that you sort of spray on your skin, and it just really cools you down in a really... It doesn't smell like anything, so it won't, it's not, you know, it's not... it won't mess with your perfume or anything, but it is just lovely. You can spray it on your face and your body, which I thought was a really good idea. I have also bought a few of these cooling towels. Now, these I got off eBay, I believe, and I thought they were brilliant. They come in a little pouch like this that you can just stick into your bag, and they're quite large. They're quite large. And basically you wet them, you wring them out to a degree, and then you snap them like this. And they just cool down. And we tried it last week and they were actually pretty good. So we're going to be taking those with us. This one is the Cool Towel, Super Cooling Towel. And it says it is, just trying to see the size of it. Does it say? No, it doesn't say what size it is. But I think these are more than big enough for, you know, for an adult or a child, really. So I've got some of those to take with. Yes, we've all got caps. I got this one for my daughter from Primark. It is an adult's cap, but it fits her perfectly. So we've all got caps. She's got this one. We've all got plain black caps that we're going to take with us because it's going to be hot, and you know, you just need to keep that sun off your face. The worst thing you want to do is get your burnt nose or sunburn on the face. It's really uncomfortable, and I don't really want to peel on my holiday. We've also bought some of our favourite sunscreens. We love the Nivea Kids one. It's factor 50. It's very high UVA and UVB protection, and it is this one, I believe, is great for using in the water. We like the spray action bottles, which we find are really handy because then you don't have to get it all over your hands. But we got this one from Morrison's. I think it's going for £6 at the moment. So that's not a bad price. And then for us, we got the Factor 50 No White Marks Quick Application, the clear one, because that's the one we quite like. It doesn't leave all those streaky marks all over you. Also advanced UVA and UVB protection, and non-greasy, but also water resistant. So a very good tip that I heard was to set a timer on your phone to reapply sunscreen every hour or every hour and a half to make sure that you are protected, because it's going to be really hot, especially you're going to be burned on places like the backs of your necks, your shoulders, your nose. Make sure that you don't take any chances, just be protected. So set that timer to go off every hour and a half or every hour. Okay, yes, because I know we're going to have a lot of sun, I also got some of this from Home Bargains. It is the Calypso After Sun Soothing Aloe Vera Cream, which I thought would be great for after we've had a shower. We can just put some of that on and it will help to cool the skin and help to just give a little bit of extra moisture so we don't peel. Right. We are going to be spending time at the water parks as well. So to that end, I've got, these are hubbies. They're duck boats. These are those water shoes, which are really great because the ground is apparently incredibly hot. So you burn the soles of your feet going up and down between the different rides and getting in and out of the pool. So we've got, each one of us have got these sort of booty, they feel like neoprene, like a wetsuit, to go with us when we go to the pools to make sure that we don't get sore feet. And because we're going to the water parks, a really neat summer hack that I found was to take some baby powder, put it into an old sock, knot it at the top, and put it in a Ziploc bag. And then when you get sand all over you, you just use the sock in the baby powder in the sock, and you just rub everywhere where there's sand, and it helps to absorb the moisture and just get that sand off you pretty quickly, which is really great because I don't really feel like having a sandy, you know, sandy shoes, sandy hotel room. It's just a bit gross. So I definitely will be using that trick. Obviously, we're going to be taking Ziploc bags with us. I will be using Ziploc bags when I pack, to pack clothes in, and then once we get there, I know those Ziploc bags will come in handy for all sorts of things, leftover snacks, things like that. I know that the Disney World portions of snacks and cakes and things are massive, and my daughter probably won't eat a whole one. So if I can use those Ziploc bags just to put some of the snacks in there, it will probably come in handy. Also things like, I don't know, some, you know, a little bit of a few wet wipes in a Ziploc bag would be great to take with us into the park instead of taking the whole pack, because just to clean faces and hands and things like that. talking about cleaning hands, I'm not a germaphobe, but I don't really like being in public places and using public transport without making sure that my hands are clean after I have been on public transport. I don't like getting colds and things from public transport, so we are going to be taking some hand sanitizer with us. Primark have got really cute little ones at the moment that actually attach to your bag, so we're going to get a few of those and make sure we've got those with us. Disney World at this time of the year, it's the rainy season, and it does rain daily. Suddenly it'll be a beautiful day, and suddenly out of nowhere you'll get storm clouds. It's the same where I come from in Durban. Every day it will rain. So to that end, we've got a few products with us that will help. We've got these ponchos. We got these from Halfords for the adults, but for my daughter we've still got her poncho from Legoland that we intend to use. And I've also bought some shoe covers. Now these are great. These are great because, look, it's going to be hot, it's going to be sweaty, it's going to pour with rain, and you're going to land up with really wet, stinky shoes. I was hoping to try and mitigate some of that disaster and just have some of these shoe covers with us so that when it starts to rain, pop those on and keep our shoes a bit drier and a little less stinky. So those are going to go in the luggage as well. Right, shoe coverings. Yes, my daughter, for her birthday, we are going to take her to have a fairy godmother makeover at the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique in the castle, in Cinderella's castle. So she's got quite a few Disney dresses, and I didn't really want to add to the expense of the day by buying a dress there and having her choose out of the dresses there that might be very similar or a duplicate of what she's already got. So we went to Sainsbury's, and she fell in love with the Sugar Plum Fairies dress from the latest Nutcracker film. So I've bought that dress for her. We've bought her some lovely shoes to go with it, and we're going to be taking our own dress with us. Now, I mean, that is a great way to save some money, because those dresses in Disney are expensive. But also what we've done is we've looked up, because I'm such a Monica, we have looked up the latest hairstyles that they will be doing for 2019 when they do updos at the boutique makeover. And the hairstyle my daughter's fallen in love with is the top knot bun like Cinderella. Now I know that there are other different styles, but you don't really want to go out after you've had your makeover and then go out into the parks and have to take your hair out to put a cap on. But because it's going to be so hot, I feel that she needs to have her face shielded at least. So to that end, I have bought, if I can reach it, I have bought her a peak cap that just fits on over, it's a tennis peak cap, just fits on over the forehead and just keeps her hair nice, but keeps that sun off her face. So that is a really great way just to make sure that she doesn't have to take her hair down and lose the magic before she's ready, but also just to keep her protected from the sun. Right, another fantastic idea to take with you, because it's probably going to be twice the price there, is an international travel adapter. This one, it's a US travel adapter. We got this one from Poundland, really great value, just so that we can charge our phones and the like when we go to Disney. Yes, I got a bum bag. Oh my god. Apparently bum bags are all the rage at Disney World, because you don't really want to be carrying big heavy suitcases with you. So the bum bag should take all my bits and pieces, my camera, my phone, my purse, but that's an absolute essential. Also, if you take a bum bag, you don't necessarily have to check those in when you go on a ride and then get your bags afterwards, because you can just have your bum bag on you. So a really good tip is to take a bum bag with you. They've got loads of fantastic ones in Primark. I got that one from a flea market because I just wanted something plain black. Right, we have been collecting these. Oh, I'm so excited. My daughter's really loving the idea. We have been collecting these Poundland tote bags for her, for when we see characters, and we can ask the characters to just sign these with a Sharpie. Now, if you've got an autograph book, please bear in mind that the characters, especially Mickey and Minnie, Goofy, those kind of characters, it's really hard for them to hold a small pen to sign. So a Sharpie is a lot easier for them to do autographs with. So we've got our Disney bags from Poundland, and we're going to ask characters to sign our tote bags with a Sharpie so that we can use them as bags when we go shopping, but it'll be a usable memory, because when we went to Disneyland 5 years ago now, that autograph book has just been sat in the cupboard, and I think to myself, this will be a great reminder of our holiday and a great way to keep those memories alive. So we are doing a few character dinners and meals where we will have character interaction. So I've got bags for each one of those characters that we are going to be meeting, and each one of those fast passes for the characters we're going to be meeting, and I thought that'll be a great way to keep our memories alive. Right. The next thing I'm going to be taking with us are gel plasters. These blister gel comfort plasters are brilliant. Even though you may have the most comfortable shoes in the world, you may still get blisters at Disney, especially if your feet get wet. So we're taking some of these gel plasters with us because they just really have got excellent cushioning, and they don't come off as easily. So we will definitely be taking these with us. Yes, for protection reasons, I am insisting that my daughter wear this lanyard when we go to Disney World, because while Disney have great strategies for what you should do if your children get lost, it's also great for them to have on them this lanyard with their details on it. Now on the back it says my name is, and it gives her name, and it says if lost please contact my parents on mum's number, dad's number, and where we're staying, so that the Disney cast members can help us. On the back of that I have written for my daughters to know what to do. It says if I am lost I must approach a cast member with a name tag. I must tell them I am lost and ask them to phone my parents on the numbers on the back of this card. Don't panic, mom and dad love me and will find me. And I've put a little picture there of what the cast members' name tags look like, so she will know that the people with that name tag are people that can help her. Now I understand that Disney's policy is that if a child does get lost, they will take the child to I think it's like guest services, where they will give them a snack and they'll set them in front of a movie or let them colour in or something like that, and they will be contacting the child's parents to try and find them. So if your child is lost and you know your child doesn't know your telephone number, you will know that you can go to, I think it is guest services, and you'll be able to find your child that way. So really consider having a lanyard like this, just to give your child that little bit of extra advantage, and just to help finding them a little bit easier. Right. We are starting to be very, very conscious about our plastic usage, and to that end I have bought from Waitrose these reusable drinking straws. They are silicone, which I thought was brilliant, and they were £2.50, and we're going to be taking these with us because we don't really want those plastic straws. They're washable, easy to use, and I think these will be a great way to make sure that we in the heat that we are conscious of our plastic usage. So that's something you could consider taking with you. There were also metal ones, but I think they're a bit more expensive, and I thought they may get a bit hot, so we didn't get metal ones. Because it is my daughter's birthday when we are at Disney World, I thought that it would be a brilliant idea to take with us some of those birthday banners that you can get at Clinton's or Card Factory, and we are going to be getting some cupcakes the day before and some candles, because on our birthdays in our home we always have cake for breakfast. So it's just a special little birthday tradition we've always had. So the day before her birthday, which is while we're at Disney, I'm going to be getting some cupcakes, and then when she wakes up on her birthday she can have a room decorated with some banners, and she can have cupcakes for breakfast with a little candle. We're taking a lighter with us as well, so we can wish her happy birthday and sing happy birthday, and she can blow out her candles. So that's a lovely idea if you have a celebration to celebrate while you're at Disney.